Hey everybody, I just had an interesting call and I wanted to share it with you. It has to do with taking the space as is. And I know I've spoken to this before in some earlier podcasts and articles. This is a perfect example. I called a client the other day and asked them, hey, how's it going? You know, we rented a space in a shopping center. Tell me, when you going to be open? And the tenant is a little upset because, oh my God, we found wiring in the conduit that shouldn't be there. We found extra wiring in the ceiling. You know, there's all kinds of extra problems. It's going to cost $1,000. And then the people doing the exit lights and the exit signs, they found they're wired incorrectly, and now that's going to cost thousands of dollars to bring it up to code. You know, it's not to code, and so, oh my goodness, life couldn't be worse. And so I said, well, hold on. That's the kind of stuff that we deal with when we negotiate this lease. Let me just calm down. I will call you back. Let me look at your lease. So I pull up the lease, and lo and behold, Exhibit B says, oh, yes, tenant is taking the space as is, except for hidden defects, and except for code violations. You know, the landlord needs to supply us the space up to current code. So I said, there you have it. You know, contact the landlord. It was not their fault. They didn't know these things were wrong with the property. Say, hey, sorry, but here's the problems, and please go ahead and fix it. So they did that, and there's a few $1,000s went from the tenant expense to the landlord expense because we did not accept the as is, taking the space as is clause as it was. We changed that. And so that's thousands of dollars by making that change. It can happen, it does happen. In fact, when you're taking a space, you should always assume there will be hidden defects and there will be code violations. And what happens in particular is that there's been a tenant there for a long time, running a business, everything's fine. Now that old tenant is out and the new tenant comes in. Well, the zoning code, the building codes have changed. And so now the new user has to meet new code. And so that's the biggest reason. No one's up to anything nefarious. It's just time, it happens. So assume these things, put it in the lease, make it the landlord responsibility, and you'll be safe on that issue. So hope this is useful to you. Talk to you later.